Hi, welcome to Why This Now in 2022. I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Jane Duffy, and I started this YouTube channel last summer in July, and you can go back and view some of my videos. That would be awesome. I will be making reference to some of them today, so you might want to jot some things down. Today's video is titled Joy, and I really wanted to make this more of a journey to joy. So when you go back and look at this, it'll be titled Journey to Joy. As we start our new year, I encourage you to start the year with gratitude, looking to things that are in your life. Yes, we've had challenges the last few years especially, and sometimes we tend to focus on things that are not bringing us joy. But I choose to bring joy into my life, and I wanted to share with you some things today that I do and reflect on that, and hope it encourages you to do the same. So what am I doing to make progress in my journey to joy? And so I look where my joy comes from, and it's different for you. We might have some things in common, but I hope this is a launching point for you to be able to review where you get your joy from in your life. And then as you look at where you get your joy from in your life, make a plan that leads to sustained joy, because when you have sustained joy, you will have peace in your life. And that is what I wish for you. Living in daily hope to respond to my day. Every day, I want to respond to my day with smiles, not smirks. If you know me at all, or if you've seen these videos, I do tend to smirk. I like to try to, if I do pull a smirk instead of a smile, I'm hoping that it's in a way that brings attention off of myself and then onto the circumstance, so that I can move through that circumstance and not let it bring me down or change me or be a joy robber. And I'm going to talk about joy robbers today a little bit too. So some of the things that I look for is I look for progress in my life. I look for progress moving forward and not looking at the past. We have a lot of things we can look at and dwell on in our past, but looking to the future, not looking at my current failures, but looking to the future, looking to my next step and my next plan. And then I want to make sure that I am pouring into my relationships that are valuable to me, and let those people know that you value them. And at the same time, making sure that you have relationships with people that have your shared values, because they will encourage you along the way as you encourage them. Joy in our journey comes when our spirit is spending time with others who have the same values as we do. And then, when you are planning those actions and you're planning those times, it will fill your soul with your spirit with joy, and as it encourages others. At the end of that action, I want you to take that time to, it's not just enough of, oh, well, that was a fun time, but why was that fun? And how did you feel after that? Did it bring you joy? Were you spending time with people or spending time doing activities that feed your spirit? And remember when we talked about using our gifts, and I do have a video on giftedness, and I'll refer to some of my videos, like I said, later on. If you're using your giftedness daily, then you will feel joy. Yes, you might be exhausted at the end of your day. It could be a physical activity that you're doing, or even an emotional activity. But if you're gifted in that, then at the end of the day, even though you might be tired, you still are energized to have that experience again on another day. In my work each day, now that I am working in a different kind of job, and I don't know if I said what it was, but it doesn't really matter. But I do try to I make eye contact with my customers. I smile at them. I ask them questions. I try to meet their needs. I thank them for engaging with me. I thank them for letting me serve them. I ask them, is there anything else that I could do to help you? And then I thank them again, and I send them on their way. Taking the time to really hear what somebody has to say to you and listening to them and validating what they're asking. It might be a simple thing like it is in my job right now, to get them the right product that they really want. This is what they want. So I'm helping them find what it is that they want. My job is a physical job right now, and which is fine. I love it. At the end of the day, I am super tired when I come home. I know that I have worked hard because physically I am tired. But it's also a great feeling because I know that I have served others in a capacity that is meaningful to them and that will enrich their lives. And so then it enriches mine. And then through that and through those days too, not just with your customers, but when you come home, or customers or whoever you're serving, but when you come home at the end of your day, to make sure that those relationships are also feeding into you and that you're having positive conversations with them. When we take the time to let others know that kind words are important to us and we share them with them, they are going to know that they are valued. I just had a conversation today through text messages, and they're probably going to watch today. But we were talking about trying to get this project to completion. And we are all practicing patience, as we all are right now, and that is not an American characteristic traditionally. But the three of us were talking, and one of the things, the feedback that I got kind of accidentally through a text message that was meant for someone else, but it was about me, and it said that I was kind. I said, you know what, that especially in this circumstance that the three of us are working through with this project, that time has taken much longer than we thought it was going to. That just meant a lot to me, that this person felt like I had been kind, because it has been a frustrating project. It hasn't gone well. So I wanted to make sure that I come across as I'm still trying to find joy in this journey, because we will get to the end of this. And I do speak about this in some of my other videos as well. So as you practice your journey to joy, become aware of what your joy robbers are. And for me, some of my joy robbers, I need to make sure that I avoid them as much as I can once I've recognized what they are, and then permanently remove them if it's possible. And it could be a person who's in a friendship, or just a relationship that's not necessarily a friendship. It could also be circumstances, and I do address those in some of my videos. So negative people in conversation. So I try to, sometimes we can start steering off into the gossip realm, and so I try to shut that down. Nothing ever good comes out of it. And then if I have too much on my plate, that is a joy robber. I do have a video about that. And then allowing my grief, regroup there for a second. Allowing my grief to overwhelm me. That is a joy robber. And there's a video on that. Unhealthy habits. We have to recognize them. And in the new year, I said this in one of my other videos recently, is I don't make resolutions, I make plans all the time. So they kind of look like resolutions, but they are plans. Not using my giftedness. I referred to that earlier in this video. If you are gifted at something and you use it, you will have such joy through that process, and you will want to keep using it more. And others will benefit so much as you serve them. And then losing perspective. That's been really a huge challenge for the last couple years. Losing perspective. Keeping important what is important in your life. Everything else, you can take it out. And sometimes that's a hard, honest conversation you have to have with yourself, perhaps somebody who's very close to you. But in the end, it will develop a better perspective and healthy habits. And then trying to make something work that's broken. Sometimes we just go, no, I can do this. I can make this better. I can figure this out. I can. Where really at some point you have to be able to say, I can't. And I cover that in my intro video, where I talk about leaving my career and retiring in this last May. So all of the videos that you see have come from personal life experiences. You've probably gathered that by now. If you haven't, watched any of my videos before, I'll tell you that's where they come from. And I don't think I covered it in my first video, and not that it doesn't give me any more credit or not, but my undergraduate degree was in family studies and family counseling and relationships. And so I think I already have that bent. And then God has led me to this new adventure in addition to what else I'll be doing. So what I want to make sure that my purpose of all of these videos is to help you live your best life now, in your why this now. And I ask you, please like, comment, share, subscribe, email me. And if you have any other topics or something within this that you want me to expand on more, please let me know. And always, I wish you joy, peace, and hope as you live your best life in your why this now. Have a great day.